Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Okay. I'm recording this because what you've just named is that if you're not on track, your body will immediately tell you that you're not on track. You said that if you're not exercising or you miss a week off from exercise on Friday or whatever day you step back on the scale has jumped up just because you haven't exercised, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The reason why I wanted to pull this out is because that's not the way life is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I should be able to take a week off without exercising. Things happen.
Exactly.
I can't.
Exactly. So there's a multifaceted approach. You can. You
Mm-hmm.
can.
Mm-hmm.
There's a multifaceted approach here. And let's start with the biggest, most important one. One is this
Mm-hmm.
is your mindset. You can take a week off.
Mm-hmm.
You can take 2 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
Take a whole month off. You can take as many days off as you need to take off for what you need to do for your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's the grace and it's the forgiveness and it's the mental attitude of when I am able to get back on track, I will.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, I'm in Aruba.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I'm in the Bay, right? For now, I am enjoying my life. If that includes exercise, if it doesn't include exercise, so what? The scale is up 2 pounds of water retention. And if we know anything about water, is if you drink enough of it, you'll pee it out.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be gone,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we shouldn't be afraid. It's this.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't be afraid to go live life because when we come back, the scale's up. Well, yeah, the scale's gonna be up.
Mm-hmm.
Your sleep schedule has changed and your food has changed and your movement has changed. There's that.
Mm-hmm.
But then two is how do we how do we get less negative impact when it's time to go and live life? Because
Mm-hmm.
sure, I'll give myself all the grace in the world, but I'm still thinking, like I'm still very conscious of this, and I still very much so do not want to go back to where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
So then how do I ensure that doesn't happen? Right?
Uh-huh.
Let's think about it like this.
Okay.
Professional athletes have in season and out of season. Let's just use LeBron James. Everybody knows who LeBron James. Steph Curry, because you're in California.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, athlete, muscular, active, right?
Mm-hmm.
But basketball season is what? 5 months out of the year?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably taken 2 or 3 months completely off. He's playing golf and he's going to talk at schools and he's on a press conference and he's not training, at least not with the same amount of intensity as he would when he's in the end season. But his physique is not changing. His body doesn't change. And why is that? His body doesn't change because one, he has the habits that he can always fall back on. This
Mm-hmm.
is the way Steph Curry lives his life, right? These are the things that Candace does. This is the way I live my life. I walk. That's my jam. That's my thing. No matter where I am, I walk. No matter where I am, I'm going to get my vegetables, right? That's my lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But the second piece of this is he has a foundation of muscle mass that holds all the mistakes. If you think about your muscle mass as a sponge,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
For when you do go to Aruba or you do go to the Bay and it's time to enjoy Halloween candy,
Mm-hmm.
if your muscles are a sponge, instead of that Halloween candy going to your gut or going to your body fat,
Mm-hmm.
it now gets absorbed by your muscle mass to use for when you need it again, right? And that's
Mm-hmm.
why I love muscle. That's why I love resistance training. Because as we're building and retaining muscle mass, which you can do until you're 90 years old, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
the science has proven that you can do this up until it's time,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we can build muscle mass into infinity and it will give us this return on investment. So I took the long route to get here. The here is
Mm-hmm.
resistance training will help us with the progress toward this goal. Okay. So let's start that one.
Okay.
Two is identifying how we can build some very predictable consistency in your nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
right? Around your social life, around the travel, around the things that you have taste for.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's address this emotional eating thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that when things do come up, because life is going to happen, when life does happen and things do come up, we know how to navigate that outside of the realm of food consumption. Okay.
Mhm.
Long way there. Is this opening up anything? Is this giving you any reflection, any pause, any thoughts? Okay, what's coming up for you?
When my 8-year-old granddaughter was here, I ate like an 8-year-old. We had hot
Mhm.
dogs, and because I cooked for her, so um, yeah, that just made me realize that I wasn't really keeping on track because I ate like an 8-year-old. Hot dogs, and we didn't really do fast food, but I made hot dogs and air fried some French fries and grilled
Did you
cheese
like it?
sandwiches. I did. I
Did you
like
have fun?
the yes, I did have fun. She had a good time. She was already worried about her mom, so I did not want
Yeah.
to I wanted to make things familiar for her. So we had a good
Yes.
time eating and talking about school and everything. So it was familiar for her.
And you did the right thing. What a loving grandmother that she didn't make me bring me into this new environment as an 8-year-old. I'm in this new place.
Mhm.
I'm under a lot of 8-year-old stress and anxiety. And now I don't have the comfort of the person who I'm most familiar with. I'm worried about her.
Mhm.
Then I also don't have the comfort of the things that I'm most familiar with, my toys,
Mhm.
my bed, and the food that I like. What a wonderful grandmother
Mhm.
that you decided to meet your granddaughter where she was for that
Mhm.
week. You did the right thing.
Mhm.
And so what she will remember is this once a week I got to have a grandma.
Yeah.
It didn't feel too bad. And now mommy's okay and we're back to normal. Right? That's
Mhm.
what she'll remember.
Mhm.
And that's what you'll remember too. You're probably not thinking, who cares you ate hot dogs
Yeah.
and grilled cheese? It was delicious. And now's an opportunity to get back on track. Right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So then let's define the track. Okay. What does being on track look like to you? Can you hear Bentley in the background? I'm sorry about
No.
no. Okay.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Good. What does
What
on
does
track look like?
um eating more nutritious, dense foods, um, things that I like. Um, being back on track is um starting, yeah, see, that's not good.
Hey,
um
ignore this. We're just answering the
doing what
question.
I love, and that is walking, clearing my mind. Um, that's getting back on track for me. If I can get my sleep back in order, that would be a good thing, getting on track with
Mhm.
me. But
Okay. So let's treat this like day one.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
Day one, maybe the last 2 days were a bit of a kickstart, but let's treat this like day one, getting
mhm,
back on track. Okay.
mhm,
Looking for nutrient dense foods.
mhm,
Okay. You said you like them. That's a good problem to have. Let's see
mhm.
what this looks like.
My protein has been up. I have been doing better with my protein because I have been incorporating my protein shakes in there more.
Thank
Um,
you.
so I've been doing pretty good with that.
Beautiful.
And I
Eggs,
do egg
egg,
whites now,
eggs and egg
instead of
whites.
eggs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've been
Uh-huh.
doing more of that.
Some seeded bread. Perfect. Avocado and some turkey, some hash browns, some turkey
Yeah,
breast, your
I
protein
bought
shake.
those for my granddaughter. I still have some left.
Chum, chum. Have you seen this economy? I tried to buy a bag of candy for the trick-or-treaters. They wanted $36 for it.
Yeah,
The heck?
I know.
Halloween. Anyway, eat the tater tots. Who cares? Repurpose the tater tots, okay? And really bring your focus to this goal that you had of real food,
Mhm,
fruits and veggies, right?
mhm, mhm,
Real food, fruits and veggies.
mhm,
Real food, fruits and veggies, okay?
mhm,
I'll say this. This looks very balanced to me right now,
mhm.
right?
I haven't been
The
doing
past two
too
days.
bad. I think
No,
I've
you're
been
not.
doing pretty good. The fat is a little bit over, and I think that's the avocado. I like the mini cups. I like the avocado toast in the morning. Yeah, I'm basic bitch, but I I know that's basic, but I love avocado toast in the morning. But I am incorporating more egg whites. I'm doing the egg whites and not the eggs. I actually like the egg whites better. When I put my bell pepper and onions and everything in it, I like the egg whites. So I'm going to get off the whole eggs and just do egg whites. And
There
I
might
like
not be
that.
a need, right? There might not be a need. So let's do like a nutrition 101 real recap really quickly.
Hmm.
This is the most important number. But if we
Hmm.
weigh in after a week of consistency, let's call this week one.
Hmm.
If you've been consistent this week, we step on the scale and nothing changes. This is the number that needs to be updated,
Hmm.
right? This.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we move from 1900 to, let's say, 1700 is the new
Hmm.
number that we move to. That's an
Hmm.
easy fix. Let me just pull, I don't know, the peanuts out, whatever it is, right? Let me pull the dumplings out, and that'll
Hmm.
save me 200 calories. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Your protein will stay about the same. Your Because this is the most important number that we have. Calories are
Hmm.
super duper important number one. Outside of calories,
Hmm.
protein is number two. Okay.
Hmm.
Carbs and fats are interchangeable. All
Hmm.
right. So then let's look at the difference between consuming all of your carbs versus consuming all plus some of your fat. Okay.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
you are still within your calorie goal, these two things are up to you and your lifestyle. Right.
Hmm.
I'm somebody who can do 0 grams of fat a day. I love carbs. I want everything. If it
Hmm.
is baked, if it is breaded, if it is deep fried, I want carbohydrates. And as long as I'm within my calorie goal, I
Hmm.
can have as many of them as I so choose. As
Hmm.
long as I'm in my calorie goal and hit my protein target, the carbs don't matter at all. Okay.
Hmm.
So then let's look at it. If we have 40 grams of protein remaining at 4 calories per gram,
Hmm.
that's 160 extra calories. All right. Did I do that
Hmm.
right? 40 grams, 40 grams of carbs left, and 160 extra calories
Hmm.
that we have. Okay.
Hmm.
So that means
Hmm.
that you haven't done any damage, right? When it comes to this,
I
40
could have
times
had a
four. Yeah.
protein. I could have had another protein, one of my protein
You
shakes, and I
had room.
didn't because I was over. And I never make the 1900 goal. I'm always under.
Yep.
So,
Which is a good problem if we can standardize your nutrition. Okay.
okay.
I want you to always be under. If you're going to be under the goal,
Hmm.
always be under the goal, right? Let's
Okay.
go back. So let's see here. 1381, 1070, 19, 12, 11, nothing, 12, 13, 13, 15, 2000, 8, 7. You see, so like if this said 1950, 2000, 18, 17, 19, 2000, 18, 17. This would make me see that we have a bit of a standardized intake, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
because things are switching up every day, which is not a problem,
Hmm.
it's difficult to say how many calories you're actually eating in a
Hmm.
day. One, will never be accurate with that. But two, even if we are guessing, it's difficult to say how many you're getting in a day, which is why the consistency of your tracking is so, so, so important. Okay.
Okay.
That's why we're going to treat this like day one,
Okay.
where we're getting back to, let me focus in on real food. Let me focus in on my protein, right? Keeping my protein
Hmm.
shakes in, and let me focus in on retracking this food so that
Hmm.
Friday I step on the scale, I get some
Hmm.
feedback, and that feedback will tell me what we need to do next.
Okay.
Okay. This is a
Hmm.
regular week. Friday we step in, we see what's going on. If nothing is changing, we know exactly what we need to do, which is change this up. Okay. We
Hmm.
need to make some adjustments to the nutrition.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So then the training program,
Hmm.
we're going to be working from home, which is not a problem at all. Okay.
Hmm.
What equipment do you have access to at home?
I have the exercise bands. I have um 3 pound weights and I think 5 and 3 pound weights.
Okay.
Might have, I think I might have 15. I have to find them.
Okay.
But
Are there any injuries or anything I need to know about as I'm setting up your program?
it's my knees. I do need a bilateral knee replacement.
Okay.
But it's arthritic knees, but me walking, I don't need it. they do hurt. They hurt every day. By the time I've finished my walk, my knees ache, but I'm used to it. So I'm
Okay.
really careful about getting, I need to learn how to get down and up off the floor better. I know
Okay.
that shortens your life when you can't get up and down off the floor. So I need to start doing more things on the floor, getting up off the floor. I can't do things when I'm kneeling on my knees though, because they hurt too bad.
Okay. Got it. So I'll get to work on this. Give me today
Hmm.
to get to work on this, and
Hmm.
then we'll be ready to dive in.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm
I will
excited.
start with 3 days a week.
Okay.
All right. 3 days a week should be just enough. And we're not going to be intense at all. Right. This is not about intensity. This is
Hmm.
about setting up your body in terms of strength, in terms of mobility, to
Okay.
be able to push itself when the time comes. Okay. So we'll
Okay.
use your resistance bands. Absolutely. We'll use your dead band, your, what are the resistance bands and
Hmm.
your dumbbells? That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
We'll use those for sure. Okay. We'll also
Mhm.
use your body weight.
Okay.
Right.
Hmm.
So what I'll do is I'll let you know when this is ready for your review.
Okay.
You'll take a look at it and then
Hmm.
you'll give me some feedback and we'll be ready to get started with that right away. Okay.
Okay. I'm excited to do that.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Right. And so your program will run somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks every time. I like to keep them
Okay.
flexible, change them up, and give you enough time to start seeing some results in it as well. Okay. So
Okay.
I'll get this together for you. Taking these injuries in mind, I'll review your file as well and anything
Hmm.
that we need to be working on. I'll let you review that before we get started, and then I can make
Okay.
changes to your program at any time. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
So then what are we starting with? Right? As we treat this like week 0 or week 1,
Hmm.
what are we doing to get back into the bowl here?
What am I doing to get back to the goal? I'm going to definitely track my food better. I've been slacking on that. Some days I don't track, and I'm going to definitely start doing that. Track on time. Sometimes I start adding up at the end of the day and I might
Mm,
miss something. So
okay.
I'm going to start tracking on time. Um, Pretty soon, I already step over 8,000 steps. So pretty soon I'll
Yep.
have that goal change, and I like that. So I'll continue my walking, and I'm looking forward to incorporate the resistance training. As much
Perfect.
as I hate it, I
Mhm.
think if you give me a plan, I will definitely follow it, and I'm looking forward to trying something new.
Okay. We'll do it.
Okay.
We'll do it. And the themes I want you walking away with are give yourself some grace.
Hmm.
Things have not been just normal. And we knew this from the beginning,
Hmm.
right? We knew
Hmm.
this from when we got started. One of my key pillars is life is going to happen. You're going to
Hmm.
travel, whether it's personal or for work. You're going to catch a cold. You might injure, get a little tweak in your ankle.
Hmm.
Something might happen in your family. You're going to
I've
have
had all
life
those.
happen in the interim.
I've,
And so,
and
how
I've
do we?
had all
Isn't it
those COVID for 2 weeks, and I do travel a lot for work, and I travel a lot personally because I can take my laptop anywhere. So my thing is I'm going to have to learn how to be consistent while
in the
I'm
midst?
traveling. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is the operational term.
Hmm.
While it's happening, how do I
Hmm.
remain as consistent as possible while it's happening? And if I
Hmm.
can't be as consistent as I want to be, how do I give myself grace? That is the lesson,
That's what
right?
yeah,
So we're
I'm
back on
definitely going to
track
work
this
on
week.
that. Absolutely.
Back
Hmm.
on track this week. Friday we'll check in. I'll send you a message. I'll look for your progress report,
Hmm.
send you a message on Friday with the things that we need to change, if anything. Okay. By the
Okay.
end of the day today, I'll send you a message to check out your training program and you just be on the lookout for that. All right.
Okay. I will be able to step on the scale, but I do have a flight to catch Friday about 10 o'clock
What
my
time's
time.
your
So
flight?
I'll be traveling Friday.
Okay. What time
But
is your flight?
not till 10 o'clock my time.
Okay.
So about 1 o'clock your time. But I will be able to step on the scale. That's not a problem. I'm going to eat or have a protein shake and eat before I leave so I don't get any
Got it.
airport junk. And if I have enough time, I will walk the airport like I do. So I'm going to get in some steps.
I love
But
it.
I'm traveling Friday, but I'll be back on
Okay.
Monday morning. Okay.
Monday it is. So you'll
Okay.
get a message from me at least later today, and then you'll hear again from me on Friday. And
Okay.
then next week we have our time held and we'll check in from there.
Perfect. Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
You have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. I
All
feel
right.
encouraged now. Bye bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.